straight up here, and I end up losing, I think, everything. I end up losing all of my bombers. Yeah, I end up losing all my bombers, and I think I maybe just don't lose this recon plane. So a sort of risky move by me, and it's not always the best strategy to try and bomb run bomb run a USA player, because the M16s are so quick to deploy and they're so strong, and you can just really get taken down with a couple of, as you see, 3 and a couple Bofors really hurt me bad. So now I'm realizing that he's too fortified. I can't take this on. I've lost some infantry now, and I have my Willie's Jeep wounded, and I have a couple other vehicles wounded. So I just realized, okay, this is too much for me. I can't take this on. I can't push on what he's got. He's probably got enough reinforcements, so I say enough for this. I believe I end up backing up here, and then I believe I start pumping out more infantry. So actually I've just covered myself around the areas. I still have the map control. I don't think this Jeep can see out, but I believe I put this Jeep later. So I think I go for another push here, and I was going to back up, but I think I go for another push, and just going to try and I believe I try and sneak around and try and stay out of these woods, and because I can sneak around this area here and go around and force him to come out. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to force him to maybe come out of the woods and come get me. But once that gets sniped, I believe I say I don't have a chance here, and especially when these are getting shot, I just say, okay, enough is enough. I can't do anything. I actually try and drive these tanks around, and there's just too much going on. I keep losing too many things. So it's really hard for these woods when you're getting pushed on. It's really hard to do anything because this is such a frontal force. It's really hard to do anything to push on these woods and do any real damage. So it's really artillery is the only thing you can really do to stop something like this. And I believe in a couple minutes, or at least a minute, I say enough. I actually grab this depot here to try and get my macrogram, because I see myself. I say, well, he's not gonna. He's sitting where he is. So right now I'm just gonna macro, and I get 2 supply depots pumping out, because I said to myself, well, he's not doing anything. He's just sitting there, and he's got the lead right now, and I can't push on this to do anything. I knew to myself, I said, I just lost a bunch of units there when I shouldn't have lost them. I should have been smart and not pushed. I said, well, he's not pushing out with anything right now. He's just playing base defense. He's not doing anything special to hurt me. So I just said, well, I'm just going to sit here in front of my base, and I'm going to stop. I actually see this unit go by. I don't know how it actually got by. I can't rewind, but I don't actually know how it got by here. I think he went around like this or something, but I can't remember how he got by this. But I end up like pushing with some infantry here just to stop it. I think it was a Jeep or something, I thought, but it ends up being like a depot. I don't know if he goes for the steel or not. I think he tries to like get in my base or something, but I believe I build an outpost here and just stop the attack. But I just say to myself, well, I got a macro up here. Yes, I think I built an outpost. Yeah, I just built the outpost just to stop it, because I see it's infantry and I don't want to get anything stolen, and these men are coming. This guy's coming too fast. So I blitz here, get my income back up, and just get this outpost out faster, so I know it's going to stop anything. So like I said, he's still sitting here. He's just really he's not really doing anything. He's just sitting here. So I say to myself, well, I might as well macro up here, get these depots out, actually lose these 3 depot trucks, so not the greatest. And these Rangers end up getting sniped by this outpost, and I should be safe for now. So now I realize it during this game. I got about 12 minutes left, and he's not doing anything right now, and he's not doing anything to hurt me, and I really need to start putting pressure on him with something, and I don't know when I do it, but I end up building a prototype base, and I'm going to start getting some Calliopes. Don't call them Calliopes. So I believe this is when I pump out this, and I believe this is when I get the prototype. Yes, I do. So I say to myself, okay, he's got a bunch of artillery, and he's got a bunch of wooded units right now, and he's got really nothing to do to really hurt me armor-wise, so I just need to pump out some Calliopes and start pumping Calliopes out and start shelling this base. And if I can shell all of this, then I can pump out some Shermans and some Wolverines, or some Jacksons, sorry, and some infantry, and really go to work and really take down his whole base, because all he has right now is some basic stuff. He hasn't built anything. He hasn't gone anything crazy. He's just sitting there taking down his win right now. And I have the macro game on him because he doesn't have this depot. He only has this one here. So he only has 1 depot, 2 depots right now, and he got the admin as well. But I'm working off of 2 depots right now as well. But so his admin's gonna be a bit of an advantage. I think my depots, yes, they just went away. As you can see, these 2 depots just emptied themselves out. But this depot will be emptying itself out as well, as it just does. So now he's on 1 base and 1 admin. The admin doesn't really do a ton. It only gives 4 $1 every 4 seconds, so it's not a ton. It's going to take him about 7 minutes, so by the end of the game, he'll have income rolling in, but these depots will get me much more income. So I say, okay, enough is enough. I'm just going to start making Calliopes and make some Shermans and do all that fun stuff, and I'm just going to zone his base or look and see what he's doing. He ends up taking this down with, my couple of my units down, but it's not a big deal. So I'm just going to scan over here with this recon plane. Actually, I'm getting shot at, so I try and get that out of there. But I see all he has, like I said, all he has is this wood, these wooded units. He doesn't have anything else but. And so I know Calliopes are the best bet right now because I can really do a ton of damage. He starts sending out more. He sends out more Bofors because he thinks I'm going air. But right now is when I can really do damage because as you can see, all of his units are wood. There's only a couple of priests. That's all the armor he has is just that. So I start pushing out a bit here because my first Calliope is ready to go, and I have my Jacksons, so I'm really pushing out here, and I'm just going to try and take some of this force before my Calliopes get out because I only have 9 minutes, as you can see, and I really need to start pushing to get this out. I think I actually blitz this as well. I'm not sure. And actually, yes, I do blitz this. I've had the blitz. I believe I just blitzed it. Yes, now my blitz comes up. I guess I'm just memorizing this game I just played. So here come a bunch of Wolverines as well. So here come a bunch of Wolverines because he can see that my armor's coming. But what he doesn't know is that this is coming right here. I don't even know how you can see that far up. I guess that unit right there can see. I end up sniping that M16. So right now, then he sees the Calliopes coming out. And then he says to himself, he was actually on his chat. I could actually hear him talk, and when he saw these come out, he said, "Wow!" And he was so shocked that these came out. Once these started coming out and they started firing, he was just completely shocked at what just happened. And I put as you can see, I put my infantry up front to stop these Wolverines from attacking. This is what my main focus was: get these infantry up, and when the Wolverines push, I can actually push on the Wolverines and try and take them down. So, and my Calliopes will actually stop any infantry that push on my own infantry. So I'm going to push these infantry up, and I'm going to try and stop these Wolverines, because these Wolverines won't be able to get in range, especially with my Jacksons as well and my recon. They won't be able to get in range. So these Calliopes can really do a ton of damage. I'll be able to drop a ton of units very quickly. As long as I push this infantry will get really damaged. I'm just pumping out more and more Calliopes. I got 4 total now, and I'm really doing damage to him because I'm really pushing on him. I believe I actually put down fanaticism as well, but I'm not sure of what I do here. So here comes more and more fire from these Calliopes. I got 4 right now coming. I believe I even have more coming. I'm not sure. So really, he's in big trouble. I'm taking points away from him. I got 7 minutes. I really need to get these points out now and push. So I end up pushing on him more here. I maybe should have sat back here and not have really pushed the infantry and got that attack up better, because if I really would have just taken this down, I would have been in a better spot than pushing with this and trying to take it out at the same time. But as you can see, 4 Calliopes can really do damage. They're draining everything in this area. They're really just peppering non-stop on my opponent here. They're really doing damage. This whole city's on fire from these Calliopes. Calliopes. I was gonna say Calliope again. From these Calliopes. So as you can see, there's a huge storm, or a cloud storm right here, of just fire and death. And so really, as you can see, these do a ton of damage. So now I see that, I don't know, yeah, I see there's an armor base here, and I don't know what's going on, but I'm really focusing on this attack. I can see this here, but I'm sort of focusing on this attack because he has no armor. He had no armor all game. And so I'm just sitting right here with my units, and anything that I actually can't even see until you zoom up. So I'm sitting here with my units and just focusing, but now I see this, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta back these up. I think I actually end up getting sniped. So this gets hit, and I just realize I'm gonna lose these, so I let my Calliopes do more damage, and I'm gonna keep firing on them.